Я ніколи в житті не думала, що мене застане війна.
On February 26th, the third day of the war, the Russian military entered our village with 300 tanks and started firing into the sky to scare us. I was feeding my 4-year-old girl when I first heard the shots. I ran out into the street and saw the shells fly over me. I grabbed her and went into the basement to hide. Next morning, our friends called us and told us that about 700 Russian soldiers took over the houses where our friends lived and took over the orphanage too. They robbed all the shops that were in our village. They completely occupied our village. We didn't know how long we would stay in the occupation. We just prayed to God. It was impossible to leave or enter the village. The Russian soldiers went from house to house. They took away phones, they took away jewelry, and they took away food. The Russian soldiers were young, 18 years old, and this was their first time out of their villages, which were even poorer than ours. They've never seen asphalt on the road. They were jealous of what we had, and then they started abusing Ukrainians. They went into houses and beat children. They took whatever they wanted and would shoot every cat or dog they saw. The Russian soldiers are not humans. There is nothing human about them. They are cruel. They kill everything around them. They have no pity, no compassion. They were told to kill, and they will kill no matter what. I tried my best to protect my daughter. Every day the Russian military fired on us. The shells flew past our house, and we didn't know whether the shell would hit our house or not. We were constantly hiding in basements. We didn't have food because we were told that the Russians wouldn't invade. We ate what we had: potatoes, some vegetables, milk. We didn't have any other products because we couldn't buy them anywhere. But the people in the village united. We helped each other. The Russians drove up to houses with a truck, loaded it up with everything: carpets, TVs, bicycles, children's things, everything. They stole it all. The Russian military didn't allow men to leave their homes. They said, if one of the men leaves the house, he will be shot. So only women were allowed to leave the house. Every day the Russian military went around the village checking the houses, who lives in the houses, whether there are weapons, whether there is food, whether there is something to steal. It was scary. People were shot almost every night. We couldn't sleep. We were very, very scared. We ate only once a day. We had little food. One day we woke up to very loud explosions. The Ukrainian army has come, our great armed forces. They started firing at the Russian army. They battled for 3 days, shelling during the day, shelling in the evening, shelling at night. It was the worst. During this time the Russians became crueler. They tortured and killed men. Many of our neighbors are missing. One day a Russian tank shot a shell in a house where an old grandmother lived, and it flew 2 feet over the head of the grandmother. But the grandmother survived. She was in shock for 2 days. On the 4th day of battle, volunteers came to our village and helped us escape. Early in the morning, when the Russians were asleep, volunteers had a convoy of 50 cars, and we escaped. We escaped by driving through fields and forests. We couldn't drive on the main road because Russians were there. I hugged my child and prayed to God that it would all end, that horror would end. And God helped us. Good people helped us. Volunteers helped us escape. And I'm very grateful to them.